Which you won't. I want good finishing results, so welcome back to NASCAR Evolution. We're going to try to do just that as we continue into Season 3. After our first two races, we are 25th in points. Not great, but there's plenty of season left, and our car has gotten a bit better. So I'm hoping to have some good runs today, as we do Vegas, Phoenix, and Auto Club, so let's get to it. And also, you should know, I've got the real life Talladega race on right now, so I'm kind of like, there's 12 to go, so I'm not really watching it, but I might like have something to say about it if there's like a wreck or a weird winner or something. But anyway, we are qualifying at Vegas, our standard mile-and-a-half track. Really not much to say about it. It's just one of the most basic mile-and-a-halves you can get, but because of how banked it is, you usually will see pretty good racing here, multi-line racing. So, it's actually one of the better tracks on the circuit, as basic as it is. So, kind of weird to call it a circuit, but you know. And people make fun of you if you mix up like F1 and NASCAR terms or whatever. Like how it's not oversteer or understeer, it's tight and loose. But whatever. We actually are sliding a little bit into the corner. That's not something you see a lot. It's not really affecting the handling though. But we'll see if I'm going to get last. 38th. Okay. So this is one of the tracks where the qualifying AI usually smokes us, but we did manage to keep up with a couple cars, so that's a good sign, in my opinion. But we do have some ground to make up. Let's do it. And of course, we have less time than before to make up that ground. But we also won't have to worry about tire wear. There's no tire wear, so no tire wear, no cautions. It also means if we crash, then we're screwed. But if I crash early in the race, I'll probably restart for the sake of the race not being boring. So. But I've only been in a couple crashes in this whole career, so like hopefully that won't be much of an issue. We've had like what 3 crashes a season, if that. I mean, the AI have been in plenty, but you know, most of them don't involve me. So I should just look for a way to get through the field, as the 95 is being kind of mean right now.
Still there.
I don't know how much the draft's gonna help. I might just like look for open racetrack and just the saying goes, one of my friends says it, I don't know where it originated, but if gap car. So that's what we're gonna do. If gap car. Like I see gap here, so I car there. Not quite working, but we are gaining spots. I'm not gonna be satisfied with just a top 30 though. And of course we have to win. We're not gonna have pit strategy to fall back on. Our biggest chance is gonna be Martinsville or Bristol. We gotta try to win there. Or maybe there'll be a wreck that slows the whole field down we can zoom past. I don't know. But hopefully we just have that little bit of extra speed so that we can get a win at one of those tracks. Because that's what we really gotta do. Or of course we can point our way in, but I don't know if we're gonna have that ability. So now we're more spread out. We still got half the race left though. Don't have to worry about any cars behind me, it looks like. Actually, I changed my mind on that. They might. I don't know. There's 1x tire wear, but there is still tire wear. You can see it kick in. Pretty much as soon as the number is not 100 anymore, there will be a significant difference in lap times. And already there should be a good difference with the right front being 92, so. And again, typically in these games, at least the way I play, my tires will wear down faster than the AI. So, and some NASCAR games, they aren't really affected by tire wear at all, so I'm not sure how that works in this one. Here we are in our little conga line.
That was a great lap.
I'm hoping this and the next couple videos I record will go through because um, I'm a bit low in storage right now. I cleared out a bunch. I had to delete some games off my computer. The thing is, my storage hard drive is so small that it is kind of hard to have a bunch of video files, and I can't just upload the videos whenever because my internet is crap. And I hope that gets fixed. But I don't know if I ever talked about this in a video. If you're a friend, you know what I mean. But I have very slow landline rural internet, and I'm not really able to upload YouTube videos unless I were to leave it on overnight. So I have to go to McDonald's and do it there. And you would think, oh, McDonald's is the slow internet place. No, it's not. Not mine. 300 megabytes down. 300 megabits down. So, yeah, that's what I do. But we should be getting fiber internet soon, which should be better to some extent. Which could make it easier for me to upload videos and not have to keep them on my computer to fill storage space. Anyway, I just need something to talk about as we caught up, and way too greedy for that spot. We lost some speed from that, not good. Boy, you're getting me pushed. Though I always say my goal is try to finish where I am in point standings or better. So right now 25th, but I want to be higher than 25th in points. We got 23rd last season, I believe, or might have been lower than that. So it's mid to low 20s. I'd like to at least get a top 20 points finish in the regular season, which they didn't even call it that back in this year, but
Due to go.
laps to go. I need to salvage a couple spots. Clear is just faster, but maybe we can get Stenhouse. I gotta keep track of the actual race. It's free to go. Been fairly clean, but it's Dega, so you know what's gonna happen next.
Plan.
I remember seeing that only like 12% of Talladega races in the playoff era have not had the green white checker, so in overtime. Or some sort of stat like that. Basically, it's very rare. But focusing on this race, not much happened at the end. P29, kind of unfortunate, but it could be worse.
Alright, we'll get him next time.
Sorry, I'm watching the actual race, because I'm just shocked that Riley Herbst is in third place, and they're side by side heading to the end. But there's a video to watch. This real life race isn't gonna be relevant, well, as if these videos are. But we gotta prep up for Auto Club Phoenix before that. White flag in the real race. Let me just check how much money I need. I think I need 4.5 mil. It's gonna take a while to get money, especially because the prize pools have stopped going up. So we have what we have, and I assume we're done with secondary sponsors too, unless maybe they just changed the actual brands. But I don't know if we'll be getting any more money. So I think I'm gonna swap the sponsors back here. Actually, let's do that. Yeah. We're gonna go with a sort of hybrid. Most for 10, 5 there, 85 grand. And they're wrecking across the line. I think Blaney won that. Yep, boring. It's always Blaney getting his win a season in the most boring way. That's the most stereotypical Talladega finish I've ever seen. Anyway, sorry for the minging.
Go, 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 go.
I do feel like I need more grip in this track. Let's see if we can set up a good lap. Because I've said before, tracks where you have to slow down are typically easier in this game. Like, I would hope we have a top 20 run. But I don't remember where we finished in the past. So this track may not be easy, I can't remember. I know it's not as easy as the half-mile tracks. We have Phoenix, very interesting track layout-wise. It is about 1 mile total. P28. Yeah, so Phoenix has been reconfigured in recent years, but in this version, you start on the front stretch here. This is now the back stretch. It is a short track, you turn, the pit road curves well, and then you have the dog leg, where it is frequent to go below the track. The AI don't do it, but you can go down there. And so it's almost like an extra turn, but they don't count it as one because the way they count turns in NASCAR is weird. But yeah, nowadays the this is the backstretch, and the start-finish line is over there, in the middle of the dogleg. Like right here where the point is where the start-finish line is. I also feel like it's not sharp in this game. I don't know. Okay, that wasn't good. I put somebody in the wall and suffered some damage. Well, I think damage is... No, damage is not off. Never mind. Yeah, the pit road is still here, which means the pit road's on the backstretch nowadays. And then you come out right here before the start-finish line. But again, in this game, it's backwards. It's also crazy how they completely moved the grandstands to the other side of the track. It's kind of odd. And over here we have Rattlesnake Hill, iconic mountain.
Still there.
Not really as big as it should be, I feel like. Or is it that one over there? I can't remember which one Rattlesnake Hill is, but I think it's that one right there, 3 and 4. I should focus on where I'm driving, shouldn't I?
Stay low. Still there.
Wait, Blaney had another win this season? Where even was that? Like, I can never remember when Blaney does anything.
That was a great line.
Oh, P27, still not looking much better than last time. Did the upgrades really help that little? Or the AI getting harder with each season or something?
Car high. All clear.
I haven't paid attention to the times to know.
Car high. Clear high.
I mean, I think I did check in a quick race where I was more competitive. And, like, the lap times were better for my car. Well, no, the thing I meant to check was, like, if the amount of money you earn actually makes a difference over time, and I've determined it does. I saw a video where someone started Season 3 and they already had the, like, 4th shop upgrade. They were a couple upgrades ahead of me, so that does affect things, though they might be playing on a lower difficulty. Probably not, it probably is better. Also, I killed that guy, sorry.
There's trouble in turn 1.
Yeah, there is indeed trouble in turn 1. I'm just driving like pure garbage right now.
5 laps to go.
Now we're at that quiet part of the race where I just kind of focus on turning laps and not having the sun get in my way. I mean, it is realistic to have the sun there, but, you know, it's kind of annoying. It'd be that way in real life, too. Well, I mean, driving the same direction as the sunset's the worst thing ever, especially when it's setting to the right and you're driving to the south, which I've done a couple times. Probably about to do it soon when I go get food after you go to the south, so, you know, I live in a rural area, so trees block it sometimes, but the sun's going to go through the right side, and it's positioned in a way that neither of the blinds can block it. Even when you curve it to another direction, it doesn't block it. So I'm just kind of blinded when driving that way. And I'm sure that, to an extent, that's happened in NASCAR.
2 to go.
These afternoon and day-to-night races. I know one of the biggest complaints, like lack of features in this game, is no day-to-night transitions that the old 90s games had. And it's like, with the, you know, the skyboxes are a bit more advanced than they used to be. It's not the easiest thing to do.
Car high.
Well, it's more the dynamic lighting. The way that they fixed this in the later games is adding it in between stages. I don't remember which game it was.
You're all clear.
Heat 4, I think. When a stage advances, it changes the skybox and the lighting. So they did fix it. And typically the skybox is different between practice, qualifying, and the race too. But it can't change through the race. That was always a cool thing, though. The games that had it, the really old EA games, those were fun. Those games are just a bit wonky to control. Like all old racing games with sticks, like N64, they're very sensitive controls. And the challenge is more so just staying on the road. But we got 23rd. I recovered a little bit. We're still 25th in points. We got one more race to do in this video. Let me check on the recording. We are all good. Auto Club. Oh, we are getting a new sponsor already? That didn't take long. Well, we are getting double the offer. That sure helps a lot. We're probably going to go with Cat, but I need to check really quick. Like, we haven't had Liftmaster that long, have we? Anyway, what's the cat paint scheme gonna be? It's probably gonna be like green or something stupid. Trying to see what these schemes look like. Cat paint storing experiment. Yeah, it's this time where I just sit here and look at the template cards, so. There it is. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I think we'll go with that because I'm a Chevrolet guy. These are some pretty good sponsors, though. But yeah, Cat. Blue and yellow doesn't look that bad, actually. I don't think there's really an easy way to view the car here, but I assume this is what we're going to have for the rest of the career, so yeah, this doesn't look that bad. And we're guaranteed an extra 50 grand per race. I'm really happy about that. So again, 4.5 million, we're still a ways off. But okay. Definitely like how the Let's Play is progressing a lot faster now, but the races still have time to play out. So I do really regret going almost 2 seasons with those longer races. It's because when I play on my own, I typically do longer races, but when it comes to a YouTube series, at least for me, not the best idea. So I might make the finale race season longer, depends on, like, where we end up. How many races we need to do at the end of the season to round it out. Because we're probably not doing next season, you know? I might just end the last video by showing off the paint schemes or something. Anyway, I'm liking this color blue. I hope this Caterpillar cart gives us some, you know. Oh, they put Caterpillar, the logo, on the name rail, or near it at least. So it kind of looks like the driver name's Caterpillar, but hey, at least something's there. It's kind of cool. Still a very basic scheme, but one of the better looking ones. Ah, that was last. Yep, the faster tracks, you can't do anything. Again, that's a 2-mile track. You have to let off the gas, you don't have to brake. It's not full-on a drafting track like Daytona or Talladega, because you do have to let off the gas, and it's more curved. But it's still a larger than usual track, and a very high-speed track.
Stay high. Still there.
It's also one of the widest tracks, and they can often go 4 or 5 wide here. The later heat games or the AI take different lines, 4 and 5. You know, I've had several 5 wide moments here. I remember I was in the middle of 5 wide here, and we didn't wreck. Like, that was insane. I don't know if we're gonna see that here. We should see some 3 wide. I already see some up there.
Car high.
3 wide right now. I can't remember if the AI will, or if the spotter will tell you if you're 3 wide in this game or not.
Still there. Clear high.
Yeah, I just ignore the spotter. I just like having the guy talk to me because it feels like you're in a race, you know? But I just ignore him because there's these people, other players, I'll see where they use what I call the sweat cam.
Car high.
They'll use this cam right here, and
All clear.
you're not able to see anything, especially when you can't look, you don't have a look behind. So you'll just wreck. You'll be like, "The spotter told me I was clear," and it's like, why are you listening to the spotter? The spotter can only be so good when it's automated, because things happen so quickly. So that's why I use this camera, so I can see what's going on and I don't bump into AJ. I gotta turn off the TV while I'm on this straightaway. There we go. I was hoping something really stupid would happen in the race so I could, like, bring it up during this video. Be like, hey, remember in Riley Herbst won? Bro won. Imagine if Herbst won a cup race before an Xfinity race. Shows you how Daytona's like 90%, or Talladega is like 90% luck based, but whatever. Daytona is too, by the
Car
way.
high. Clear high.
Daytona's usually a little bit cleaner than Dega at the finish. Not always. I don't know. But again, we are struggling towards the back. I'm not a big fan of that. Cruising back here at 31st.
Clear high.
Halfway through the race, and again, doesn't look like I'm getting that sponsor goal. I wish they were lower. But at least we're getting, like I said, that extra 50 grand per race. That helps. I didn't even think about a new primary because, one, I wasn't sure if we'd get any more, and two, it had not been that long since the last one. But I think part of that was because of the shorter races, faster progression. But still, can't help but wonder if we'll have another by the end of the season, or if this is the last one. I don't think this is the last one. I feel like I remember the last one being like one of the final sponsors. Isn't one of the final sponsors in this game Pepsi? Coca-Cola or something? Or am I making that up? I don't know. But we've seen quite a few. It just sucks that you can't see what the paint scheme is. That's why I've been looking them up. And again, the colors usually don't match the sponsor, which is very stupid. This one looks good enough though. I like the shade of blue. It's different from these 3 cars up here that pretty much all have the same shade of blue. That's boring. I remember when a couple seasons ago, like 2019 or so, I was complaining because all of the cars were changing their paint schemes and adding more white to it, and so there were just so many like blue and white cars or whatever, and it just made the field look so samey, and the paint schemes were as interesting. We've gotten away from that, thankfully, but it's like I like to see different colors, the color for field. That's one thing that makes NASCAR fun. It's all the different pretty cars, especially when you're casual. Got another blue car behind us as well. Don't want to let them by. Had a bad middle corner, I went a bit too low, but we're still in drafting range. One more lap. We gotta get a couple spots. They could come down to every spot by the end of this regular season if we don't win a race. I keep going too low, and I hit the apron, I lose speed. At least, I think I do. Just enough draft to get back in front of Danica. I had to brake there. I didn't want to leave room for her to get underneath. So, as long as we hold the bottom, we're good. So, barely a top 30, but hey, it's a top 30. We beat 10 people.
Alright, we'll get him next time.
Yeah, these 3 races could have been better. We're pretty low in points. But yeah, it's that extra 50 grand. It's really nice right now. 27th, but it's still pretty close for 25th. There's still a lot of races left. So yeah. Martinsville is next. We have a shot to win. 2 shots to win. The 2 races I think we have the highest chance of winning will be in the next video. Why did I leave the career mode? I don't know, so here's your standings. I haven't even checked the winners. I completely forgot. So there's your winners. Harvick with 2, Edwards, Joe Jr., Kansas. And here's what we got in the playoffs right now. Greg Biffle in 12th. What if Biffle can get in there as an underdog? A lot of time left though. And of course, we got to make sure we're top 30 if we do get a win, but I think we'll be fine with that. So yeah, I think that's it for this episode of NASCAR Evolution. Next time, we're gonna go to a couple short tracks with our Caterpillar Chevrolet, see what we can get done. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.